Hello students. In the last chapter we had studied related to the Indus Valley civilization, that was also known as the Harappan civilization, which was occurred or which was emerged near the river Indus. Let us start with the new chapter, chapter number 4, River Valley Civilization. In this chapter we have to study related to the ancient civilizations of China, Egypt and Mesopotamia. The contribution of the ancient civilizations, life of the people in ancient civilizations, and the beginning of the writing. As I was saying that Indus Valley civilization was emerged near the river. So the people of that time period were mainly involved in the agriculture, because the place or the land near the river was more fertile. This chapter, the three important civilizations, that was the Mesopotamian civilization, Egyptian civilization and the Chinese civilizations. These civilizations were also emerged near the different rivers. The first civilization, if we'll talk about, that is the Egyptian civilization, which was the oldest civilization that was occurred or that was emerged near the Nile river, Nile Valley or Nile river. That's why it was also known as the Nile Valley civilization. This was the oldest civilization in Africa. So let us study about these civilization in detail. The first, Egyptian civilization. Egypt was the cradle, one of the oldest civilization. This is also known as the Nile Valley civilization or in Africa. The historian Herodotus called Egypt the gift of Nile. Why it has been called the gift of Nile? Because this river, the Nile river, had given the annual, because of this river, the rich deposit of fertile soil was there on its banks, which allows or which helped the Egyptian farmers to do the cultivation or to grow the crops. Approximately 6,000 years ago, the ancient Egyptians became conquerors and rulers of the Upper and Lower Egypt. The first king of Egypt was Aha-Mena or Medes. The civilization, this Egyptian civilization, is based on archaeological remains. We are having the information related to this civilization on the archaeological remains. The different historians of Egypt, the Egyptian historians, they have divided Egypt or Egyptian history into three parts. The first, Old Kingdom, that the time period of that kingdom was from 3000 to 2000 BCE. In the first chapter, I have told you that if we are talking about BC, it goes backward. So that's why this 3000 is written earlier and 2000 is written this side. During this time period or in this time period, the construction of many grand pyramid was done. The different kind of pyramid have been constructed during this time period. Second, Middle Kingdom. The time period of Middle Kingdom was from 2000 to 1700 BCE. In this time period or during this time period, the Egyptian empire expanded further and trade flourished. The empire was extended and the trade it means the import and export have been started or it has been increased in the that particular kingdom. Next, the New Kingdom. The first one was the Old Kingdom, second one was the Middle Kingdom, and the third one is the New Kingdom. The time period of this kingdom was from 1600 to 1100 BCE. It lasted for about 500 years. Egyptian power reached its peak at the higher level. Reached its peak, it means at the higher level, and saw the conquest of Palestine and Syria. After that, the Ramesses II, he was the Egyptian power. He was the last Egyptian ruler. He was the last great ruler of the Egyptian civilization. So when he died, or after him, the Egyptian power started declining. In 331 BCE, Greeks led by Alexander invaded Egypt. The Greeks, it was led by the Alexander, and he invaded Egypt. The last king, the pharaoh, it means the king or queen. The last pharaoh, Queen Cleopatra, was defeated by the Romans. Egypt became a province of the Roman Empire. When it was defeated, when the Queen Cleopatra was defeated by the Romans, the Egypt was considered, or it has been captured by the Roman people, and later on it became, or it was considered that it was the province of the Roman Empire. Now, society. If we'll talk about the society, it was there that if a person is born in the royal family or in the family of the king, he will be considered as the prince. So he will be, the society was determined by the birth. Like you take the example of now also, in that the if you are born in the family of Brahmin, you will be considered as the Brahmin only, because you are born in the Brahmin family. So the society which was there, or the position of the person, was decided by the birth. First, on the top, pharaoh, that is king or queen. They were treated as god by the people. People were treating king or queen as a god. They were the religious and political leader also. After that, the nobles, priests, officials, and the scribes, they were coming at the upper position. After king or queen, these people were coming. They were coming at the upper position. The if we'll talk the next, merchants and artisans, they were the people, those who were coming in the middle position after this upper position, after nobles, priests, officials, and scribes. Next, the peasants, they were coming at the lower classes, and after that the slaves were mainly the people, or they were the prisoners of the war. Next topic is women. The condition of the women in that time period of the rich families were more good, more better as compared to the women of the lower families or the poor families. Women were subordinate to men at that time period, during the time period of the Egyptian civilization. Queen became very important and ruled over the empire. The women were allowed to become the queen also, and became they were ruling the empire. Example, the first queen of the new kingdom, if we'll talk about, that was the Queen Nefertiti. Queen Nefertiti. They use cosmetics. The different women of the rich class or the rich families or the different queens, they were using the cosmetics also. Coal that was made from the lead sulfide. They were using coal to blacken their hairs, eyebrows, and the eyelashes. They wore beautiful jewelry made up of gold, beads, and stones. These kind of things the women of the rich class or the rich family were doing, because the women family condition was not that much good as compared to the women of the rich class or rich family. Next, religion. The Ra, the sun god. The different people, they were worshipping the Ra. They were calling it the sun god, because it was considered, or according to them, he was the chief god or the giver of life. Secondly, Thoth, the moon god. Third, Horus, the sky god. Fourth, Anubis, the god of mummification. And the Egyptians preserve dead bodies also because they believe in the life after death. That's why they preserve the dead bodies. Bodies were preserved for years after death and are called mummies. You must have seen in the movies also, if you are not knowing about the mummies. So you must have seen in the movies also that the bodies which were preserved for years after death are called mummies. See, this is the Egyptian mummies which were well preserved in the coffins. This was a coffins, it means it was a box like structure in which the body was kept for burying or for burning. So this was a mummy which has been kept in the coffin too, and it was put inside the tomb. You can see the picture. The mummies were placed in a coffin and put inside a tomb. The pyramids served as the tombs of the king or queen. The different pyramids which have been made, it has been served as the tomb of the king or queen. When they die, their body was buried under that tomb only. So the tombs which was there, the tombs which were made, these tombs were filled with the treasures. Filled with the treasures in, if we'll talk about that, in that thing it is coming everything which was needed for the king or queen. That everything from furniture to food, statues, boats and jewels, that whatever the king might need to sustain life into eternity, that according to the people they need that kind of things, they want that kind of things in their eternity. The king and the queen of New Kingdom from 1500 to 1070 BC were buried in the Valley of the Kings. Earlier they were buried and the tomb was made. Okay. After that, the different king and queen, when they died, their body was buried in the valley. Whatever the value which was there of the kings, in that only they were buried. So that's why only the valleys were considered, or it was considered that the world's most magnificent burial ground. The valleys of the king was considered as the most magnificent burial ground. Now, the architecture of the Egyptian civilization. I was talking about the pyramid, that when the king or queen dies, the pyramids serve as a tomb of the king or queen. The pyramids were made. So what is pyramid? A pyramid is a tomb of four-sided stone structure, okay, which has been made. No records have been found to show how pyramids were built. There is no information related to this, that how the pyramid was built, what was the things which have been which was used for making that pyramid, the kind of construction, nothing, any kind of information is not there related to the construction of the pyramids. Pyramid of Giza. It was built around 2600 BCE. It was approximately 500 feet tall, more than 2 million blocks of limestone, each weighing about 2.5 tons. For building this pyramid, these kind of things have been used. They have built Sphinx. It was a work of sculpture. It was a sphinx, if we'll talk about, it means figure having the body of a lion and a male human head. I'll show you the picture of that. See, this is the picture. It shows that the figure, this sphinx, it is the picture of the Egyptian pyramids, this one, and the sphinx are well-known architectural wonders of the world. So it shows that it is a figure having the body of a lion and the male human head. See, if you can see the picture, it is showing that it is a type of human. It is the body of the human. Okay, so this is also the famous work, or the famous work of the Egypt, which was also very famous. So it was said that the head of the sphinx, which I have shown you in the picture, is said to resemble the face of the king Khafre. Okay. Next, the temple at Abu Simbel. This is also coming in the architecture only. This is not the any other different topic. Like pyramid only, the different temple was also constructed. The temple at Abu Simbel, it was also very famous. It was built by Ramses II. It has been built in that kind of way that the rays of the sun reach the interior of the temple. This kind of things have been shown, or this kind of it was built in that kind of way that the rays of the sun reach the interior of the temple. Now, economy. Earlier only I have told you that because of the flooding of the rivers, it gives the irrigation, or it gives the fertile soil to the Egyptian people to do the cultivation, or to do the farming. So what were the different main crops which were cultivated at that time period, during the time period of Egyptian civilization? The first is barley, second emmer, that was a coarse wheat. Third, lentils. Lentils, it means it was a small brown orange seed that can be dried and used in cooking. Lentils was a small brown orange seed that can be dried and used in cooking. Next, beans, cucumbers, onions, dates, grapes, leeks. Leeks were a long, thin vegetable that is white at one end with thin green leaves. Figs, it was a soft pear-shaped fruit with sweet dark flesh and many small seeds. So these were the different crops which was cultivated, or which was cultivated by the people of the Egypt during the Egyptian civilization. The abundance of flowers provided nectar for the bees to produce honey. Different kind of flowers had been produced, or had been had been produced so that the honey bees can produce, or the nectar can be used for the bees to produce the honey, which Egyptians processed. Flax was grown for making linen, and papyrus was harvested and converted into paper, ropes, mats, sandals, and light skiffs. What is flax? Flax is a blue flowered plant that is cultivated and used to make textile fiber. So it was grown for making linen, and papyrus was harvested and converted into paper ropes, mats, sandals, and light skiffs. The different pottery, glass, weapons, furniture, jewelry, perfume, and linen making. So these kind of things was done by the people of the Egypt. Next, script. This script, if we'll talk about, the sheets were made from papyrus. People wrote with a pointed reed and ink. This Egyptian script used pictures to represent words known as hieroglyphic. The Egyptian script used pictures to represent words known as hieroglyphic, which means sacred writing. The Egyptian script had 24 signs earlier, and later it rose to 500. The different scribes were also employed. Scribes were employed for writing these scripts. Scribes were the people who were writing, who got the job of write related to the laws, treaties, business deals, list of workers, and the different details of the city. So these scribes were employed for writing the information related to the new kingdom. Next topic is science and astronomy. The Egyptians were knowing about the human anatomy and blood circulation. They knew how to perform surgeries and internal organs. They were also knowing, they have counted years by observing the appearance of the Sirius star. The first people to divide the sky into 12 constellations. Egyptians were the first people to divide the sky into 12 constellations. That was they have also devised the first solar calendar. They have devised the first solar calendar. It means that they have concluded that a year has 365 days. The year has 365 days and it has 12 months, each with 30 days. So all these things was firstly devised by the Egyptian. Now students, here we end with the first topic of your chapter, that is the Egyptian civilization. Other remaining topics of this chapter I will going to teach you in the next videos. The homework related to this video for you is question number 1. Learn the time period of Egyptian history which has been divided by historians. It was divided into 3 parts: the Old Kingdom, the Middle Kingdom, and the New Kingdom. So you have to learn the time period of that and what kind of important things have been done at that time period or in that kingdom. Question number 2, what is pyramid? Thank you.